I really want you to look into your crystal ball here. Let's talk about what you see for the industry 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. Obviously, that's involved in some business planning and some key structure for any business, doing that future casting. So what are you seeing happening 5 years, 10 years? What's going to change in that time?
I think the fundamentals of our industry will continue for the foreseeable future. People buy landscaping services because they see a return on investment for whatever market they may be in. If it's retail, it's to draw in new shoppers and new tenants. For the Class A office market, it's to continue to increase rent rolls for the tenants that they have. For the homeowners associations, it's to increase the value of our homes. Landscaping creates beauty. It makes people feel good. It's a symbol of prestige. So the value of landscaping, I think, will continue, far into the future. How we produce the landscaping, how we serve our clients is going to change, and we're certainly seeing new advances in technology in order to help us run our businesses. Our industry is moving toward robotics. So I think we'll be seeing autonomous mowing and maybe even autonomous driving at some point over the next 10 years. So a lot of cool things will change over the next 10 years, but the fundamentals of our business, I think, are good and will continue to remain strong. All economies go in cycles. So one of the things that we continue to preach to our customers is maintenance is an annuity, and folks will always want and need to have their properties maintained. Installation and construction sometimes, modulates with economic cycles. So you got to be aware of that and watch your mix of work. If you're heavy in construction, keep your eyes open to the horizon, because, at some point this development cycle will slow down and you want to be positioned properly for that. What am I missing in the crystal ball? Labor. I'm not sure how we're going to relieve that issue going forward. Hopefully the guest worker programs will expand. Maybe even that might be a benefit out of the current administration, is that we see an opening up of more available workforce to our industry and to the construction industry in general. Without the labor, the construction market will slow. The landscape market will slow as well. So labor is going to be an issue until we figure it out. And we need to continue to promote the fact that this is a great career, a great industry to be in. If you're a young person and you're wanting to be in an industry that's gratifying and available to make a good living for you and your family. So that message needs to continue to be championed out there through the industry and through the colleges going forward. So I think acquisitions, the big companies will slow, I think, in the acquisition market, probably not next year, but over the next 5 years. Our bigger regional and national players and our equity groups that are buying into our industry at some point are going to run out of viable candidates to purchase. And so I think there's going to need to be a kind of a reloading of the industry, where companies that aren't quite ready to sell yet need to grow to the next season. And then maybe, there'll be another acquisition cycle in, 5 to 10 years. So I think what we're going to see over the next 5 years is really what's the fallout from so many companies being brought together. Does it work? Is the system working in general? And we do see some good examples of roll-ups that are working well, and we see some that aren't working so well. So the silver lining, or the bright side of coming out of what we've been through in the last year and what we're going through in the next year is it continues to challenge our industry owners to be more business savvy, to be more intentional in the way that we manage our companies. It's raising the bar of our industry to become landscape business people versus landscape technicians. The profits are tight, again, with the current focus on inflation, everybody knows that everything's going up, and it's important for our industry to take advantage of that public awareness to make sure that we're not the last guys standing when it comes to getting our share of the profits that we need just to stay in business.